4 years after a young man was killed when an amusement park ride broke apart, new precautions are now underway to make sure a tragedy like that never happens again in Ohio. We thank you for staying with us on this Thursday at 5:30. I'm Darlene Hill.
And I'm Brad Johansson. Law named after Tyler Jarrell, who died during a ride malfunction at the Ohio State Fair, is designed to improve safety inspections. And for most fairs and festivals, it goes into effect for the first time this summer. NBC4's Jonathan Jackson is live out in Mount Sterling, where they're planning for a festival this weekend. And Jonathan, those rides have to undergo inspections first, some deep dive inspections, right?
They sure do, Darlene. You know, due to the passing of Tyler's Law, each and every ride across the state of Ohio has to undergo a thorough series of these checks and tests before you, I, or anyone else, rather, can get on board. While in the middle of an inspection, Ride Inspector for the Ohio Department of Agriculture, Ron Dean, points out what he's looking for on the rides.
Well, we're just looking at the main structure, the main supporting beams.
Because this summer, Tyler's Law goes into effect for the first time since the COVID pandemic. The law is named after an 18-year-old Marine recruit, Tyler Jarrell. It takes several steps to modernize safety inspection by placing each amusement ride into 4 categories, ranging from low intensity all the way up to roller coasters, with increased inspections for larger rides.
This is the stuff we're talking about here, this pitting, the corrosion, the flaking.
It also requires that any signs of fatigue or corrosion are addressed by the ride's manufacturer or engineer before they go into operation.
None of these rides that operate in the state are exempt from this process. Just because it's spelled out that the kiddie rides have to do the minimum requirements for the manufacturer, a kiddie ride will still apply. If we are in our inspection process and we identify stuff like that, it's still a red flag.
And it's these red flags which Tyler's mother, Amber Duffield, has worked to bring awareness to.
And to see it in action is very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling.
After Governor DeWine signed Tyler's Law into effect last year, Duffield says seeing it applied now at amusement parks across the state is bringing her some comfort.
I'm very thankful that I have been invited to share in this, because I am getting to get a first-hand look of what we work so hard for on paper. And paper sometimes is so fleeting. It is what we see with our eye that really reassures us that we are okay and that we can move forward.
And moving forward, ride owners will have to provide documentation showing that their rides have been inspected by a third party to the state. Local for you in Mount Sterling, I'm Jonathan Jackson, NBC4.